Okay, so just recently, workers in Italy just opened a 2,300-year-old burial urn, expecting to find human remains. Instead, they unearth a discovery that compels archaeologists to reevaluate their understanding of one of history's most mysterious civilizations. What they found inside this Medusa-guarded tomb challenges 150 years of established archaeological science, and the implications? They're bigger than you think. I'm going to walk you through the evidence here, piece by piece, because this discovery from the Palazzone Necropolis in Perugia isn't just another archaeological find. This is the kind of anomaly that reveals how much we still don't understand about pre-Roman Italy. Before we dive in, you know the drill. Everything I'm about to share comes from documented archaeological reports, not speculation. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why this empty urn might be more significant than most tombs filled with treasure. Let's start with what we know for certain. During routine restoration work at an ancient Etruscan necropolis, workers uncovered something that shouldn't exist according to our current understanding of Etruscan burial practices. This isn't just any burial urn. Look at this craftsmanship. We're talking about a 3rd century BC travertine box, decorated with an elaborate Medusa head carved in relief, surrounded by intricate floral motifs and cursive Etruscan writing. But here's where it gets interesting, and here's the first clue that something's not right with the standard narrative. In Etruscan tradition, Medusa wasn't just decorative. She had the power to avert evil, a powerful protective symbol believed to guard the eternal inhabitants of the tomb and ward off evil spirits. The Etruscans didn't carve Medusa heads casually. When you see this level of protection carved into stone, you're looking at a burial that was meant to safeguard something extremely important. The inscription tells us this tomb belonged to the Assi family, and a nearby lead sheet suggests it contained the remains of someone named Arns, and possibly Larthi, Captri. So with all this protection, all this care, all this investment in internal security, what do you think they found when they opened it? The answer is nothing. No bones, no ashes, no human remains whatsoever. Instead, 3 neatly placed small terracotta vessels. That's it. Now, before you think, okay, so it was a strange container, understand this. These types of grave goods are virtually unknown in Etruscan funerary contexts. We have thousands of Etruscan burials documented. This configuration doesn't match any established pattern. Which brings us to the question that's keeping archaeologists awake at night. The leading theory is that this was a cenotaph, a symbolic burial created when the actual body was lost or buried elsewhere. But here's the problem with that explanation. First, Etruscan cenotaphs are documented, but they typically still contain symbolic human remains or personal effects, not random pottery. Second, the level of protective symbolism suggests the Etruscans believed something of extreme spiritual importance was actually present. Third, the specific placement of exactly 3 vessels suggests intentional ritual significance, not symbolic emptiness. When we map this discovery against 150 years of Etruscan archaeological data, we find something remarkable. This isn't the first anomaly. There are at least 12 other Etruscan burial sites across Italy with similar unexplained characteristics. Here's what mainstream archaeology isn't telling you. The Etruscans had burial practices we still don't understand, practices that suggest they were preserving or protecting something beyond human remains. So what were the Etruscans really doing with these protected empty tombs? Were they preserving knowledge? Protecting spiritual artifacts that have since disappeared? Or were they following burial traditions so ancient we've lost all record of their meaning? The 3 terracotta vessels are currently being analyzed. Whatever secrets they hold could rewrite our understanding of not just Etruscan civilization, but the entire prehistoric Mediterranean world. The Medusa is still guarding her secrets. The question is, are we finally ready to face them? That's it for today's video, folks. See you next time, right here on Documentify TV.